Good morning, good afternoon, or wherever the hell you are in the world. How are you doing? It is time for the All Effin' Wrestling Show, and it's a very special Sunday because we got the big effing wheel. All right, without further ado, I think we just get rocking and rolling.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. Tell me all your information.
Hello, everyone. It is I, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm also known. I got a little bit of a split personality because of Big Ginger Ale. I'm also known as Todd McNasty. And I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend, Bad Take Kate. The guy's got the worst takes in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah, there's some doozies, that's for sure.
Yeah, like, did that just come out of his mouth? I couldn't believe it.
He has no filter.
No. But the other thing is that really pisses me off about Bad Take Kate. Okay, so he's half black. That's not what pisses me off. It's okay that he's half black. He's giving people the right to say the N-word. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
You got to be giving the people the passes to say the N-word.
Shouldn't be saying that word anyway. Like,
No, exactly. Introduce yourself, sir.
you all know me. I'm Commissioner Joe, Commissioner of our AFW Prediction League, the EVP of everything AFW. And we're here to talk some wrestling news. The big wheel. It's going to be a good Sunday afternoon.
It's going to be a good show today. The big effing wheel is always fun. Without further ado, let's bring us on to the news.
From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB.
I'd like to give a shout out to a good friend, Noob, Millennial Noob. We got Tiffany Trim calling us nerds. We got Roman, WSP gang. What's WSP?
What's up?
What's the P for?
I think it's was up.
Oh, okay.
You know, shorthand, leaving out the vowels.
We got Matt.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for watching. What do we have in the news today, Commissioner Joe? We before you do that, we also have. We're probably going to have some people calling in to ask for some AFW advice. Like I love this segment.
Yeah,
when people
being able to help people is a good thing.
You know, like there's a lot of problems in the world, and it's nice to be able to turn to your friends to find out what, you know, just some guidance.
Yep.
So what's the first thing you want to talk about today in the news, Joe?
Let's start this. WWE has introduced a new mid-card women's title. It is the women's U.S. title. It looks just like the men's, just with a white belt. Pretty lazy design, if you ask me.
Now,
But I agree with the concept. They needed another title. I'm not a big fan of all their titles looking the same.
Do you know what? The women's tag titles, they need to go.
Yeah.
Because the Midgard titles make more sense. I think when was the last time the women's tag team titles were defended?
I think they were just defended at the last PLE.
Yeah, but before that, it was a long time.
Yeah, like it just feels like it's like the same 3 women's teams just in a circle. Like,
the other problem is, are they going to do the Intercontinental Women's title too? It seems like it.
I don't know. I've heard
WWE tends to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And then you have the problem of too many belts.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's not too many belts. It's that there's no stories for the belts. Like,
yeah. Well,
like,
and
look at the women's tag team titles. There's no story. It's just they're just there. And it feels like, oh, let's do something out of an obligation instead of actually wanting.
Yeah, but like when you have so many belts, it diminishes the value of the other ones. So we got someone calling in to ask advice. We have the Pinball Wizard. Are you on the Sky Train right now, sir?
Hey guys.
It sounds like he is.
I am on the Sky Train, yes.
That is awesome.
Oh, can you hear us?
This is our first like Sky Train or like subway call. This is freaking on. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
So what exactly do you need advice for?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you right now.
What do you need advice for, sir? Oh, we lost him.
It was worth a shot.
Maybe he'll call back. We have another fellow here in the chat.
What's up, Shane?
How's it going?
What can we help you with advice?
Well, forgive me if I'm a little slow today because I am wounded. That's why, hence the broken Showtime moniker today.
Broken Showtime.
All right. So I mean,
I knew you'd come.
Yeah, you guys saw probably some of my antics last night at the surprise birthday party, which I knew about. So I was trying to hit on a chick and got shot down. Now my question is, how do you repair?
Can you hold off on this?
Okay.
Maybe you can answer the Pinball Wizard's question too.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
All right, you're off the Sky Train now.
He got off just to answer this call.
All right, what is your question, sir?
I want to speak about how to deal with a horrible coworker.
Oh, how do you deal with horrible coworkers? Wait a second.
Wait, what was the question? Deal with what?
How do you deal with horrible coworkers?
Oh, horrible coworkers.
Wait a second. You're not referring to me, are you? Like, because we work together.
No, come on, no.
No, not me.
No.
Oh, I wonder who you're
bad
talking
work
about.
too. It's too much, man. Yeah. He makes me eat spicy stuff.
Whoa. Wait a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Shane, what do you think? How do you deal with horrible coworkers?
I'm probably the last guy to ask because I kind of. Yeah, I'll tell you what not to do. Don't look for vengeance. Don't call the person names. Don't give the person the middle finger because those could all lead you into human resources with the meeting. Also, don't tell the guy how you truly feel about him unless it's positive. But I mean, if it's in a negative light, it's probably best just to keep it to yourself.
Okay.
And have a few drinks afterward just to deal with it. If you don't drink alcohol, hey, have a soda or bubbly. That's my. Just do the opposite of what I would do. Probably is the best advice I can get.
Mr. Joe, how do you deal with difficult coworkers?
See, I am lucky that I don't have to deal with co-workers directly. I can do my job by myself, no issues. But I would say kill them with kindness. Like, just drive them away. I mean, like I said, these people aren't worth losing your job over.
Nope,
No.
they're not. Nope,
So-
they're not.
But when you say kill him with kindness, don't be like that guy in Florida that had a machete called kindness that he was going to kill his neighbor with.
Yes, no, I mean, legitimately, just be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll turn them around, or they'll just be so disgusted by you they'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
I think the next time you work with this individual, maybe bring him a donut first thing in the morning.
No.
Or I guess in his case, he could offer him a shot at the pinball title.
Oh yeah,
I can do that.
pinball championship, and I really like that donut idea. I think it's a winner. We're fast approaching the time when you will be eating that Carolina Reaper
Yeah.
on the AFW Network.
I look
Yep.
forward to seeing that.
That'd be
I really look
cool.
forward to Canada Dry trying in Carolina.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I was thinking about it, and then I was just like, "Am I retarded?" I can't say that.
Good catch. Good catch.
Can't say that.
Are you crazy? There we go. Are you crazy?
Am I crazy? No.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time when you can't say that. You're
It's
crazy.
going to get to that point, maybe.
Are you there? Still there, Pinball Wizard?
I'm sorry?
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Are you excited about eating this this Carolina Reaper?
I am excited. I'm also really scared.
But you have the Indian superpower of eating hot stuff your whole life.
Rowan, get
Is
on.
that a superpower? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Pinball Wizard. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
I'm looking-
I'll think about the donut.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this donut.
Or maybe put a Carolina Reaper
Oh,
inside
yeah.
it. Kidding.
All right, we'll see you later, Pinball Wizard. So that's the first time call for the Pinball Wizard.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. From the SkyTrain, too. We had an Uber before with me, but that's the first SkyTrain.
Okay, so getting to yours now.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, how do you... All right, so how do you... The best... Sum it up. How do you repair your bruised ego from getting shot down from a beautiful lady at the bar?
Oh, so you made your move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we're dead, but yeah, as far as when you try to go ask for the number, it's like, no.
So what was your line? What was your pickup line?
See, that might be an issue on its own. I might have just like, you want to go out sometime or get drinks sometime or something with no.
Well, you know what? That's nice. Like just being straight up.
Just
Well,
be
yeah.
straight up instead of giving some corny
Yeah.
pickup line.
Well, because too, the chick was already on the floor and then dancing along me while I was doing karaoke too. So I'm like, why? Well, I figured there's no cheesy pickup lines needed at that point, though.
No. Well,
Probably.
but she straight up said no. So your question, your advice is, how do you fix a bruised ego?
Yes.
Well,
Without drinking more. Without
Yeah,
drinking. Yeah.
so what I advise is like, be proud of yourself. Because you stepped up to the plate. You didn't hit it, but you stepped up to the plate. And a lot of people, they wouldn't have the balls to do what you did.
Oh, most times I go.
Be proud of yourself. And like the more swings you take, the better odds are that you're gonna eventually hit it.
Wayne Gretzky. You don't score if you don't take any, or you miss on 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, so I just say be proud of yourself that you stepped out there, you shot for the moon and it didn't work out.
One out of 1,000 would still be one. Yeah.
Joe, what's your advice for him?
I don't know if I have any. I think it's just, I guess, yeah, just get back on the horse and try again. I guess I don't know. Like, I'll be honest with you. I've been with my wife since my junior year in high school. I've been with her for over 20 years. I
Yeah,
don't know I don't
Okay,
have
let's go back in the
experience.
Wayback Machine here.
Yeah, what would you do
When you
in
asked
junior
her out,
high?
were you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So you only had to step up to the plate one time, and you're done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Guy steps up to the one plate, hits a home run, retires forever.
You know what? That's actually like my best friends, Pat and Ashley. They were there last night. They've been together since senior high, so there really wasn't there others and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah,
Listen, Shane.
Yeah.
I would love for you to stay for the rest of the show. Were you interested?
Hell yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm feeling a lot more better now. I needed a quick body armor shower and
that's why you're the closer, because JP's under the weather. He woke up throwing up everywhere.
I actually was throwing up everywhere.
That's
Okay.
right. Before we continue on with the news, what is this about?
Okay.
Maybe actually posted it.
So, hey, before we move on to the news, Matt B, he does have a serious situation. I think we could probably help him out with.
Where's Matt B?
It's like fourth comment from the bottom.
Okay. I'll call in next. He needs advice with his grandma, who's going to pass away soon, and how to prepare for it. Oh, jeez.
I've been through actually, yeah, both. I've watched both my grandmothers. One was died in hospice while the other was on a bed with medical assistant. Like, they set up the dining room so my grandma could live in the hospital bed, and I'm there with care aids all the time. But just know, like, a lot of times when you know they're preparing to pass away, when they finally do, it's kind of, they're gotta be in a pain-free place is probably the best way to put. You got to look at it. They're no longer suffering from whatever illness or old age or whatnot. So that's one kind of, I don't want to say a positive, but just kind of way to look at, like, you're not going to watch somebody you really deeply love suffer anymore. It's probably one of the main things. Best way to do it, just remember the fond memories. Talk to people, talk to your family about it and stuff for that.
And on that note,
yeah,
spend time with her. What time you have left, go visit.
Yes.
And if you are the type, pray.
Yeah. And pray with her.
Yes. Pray with her, pray for her. Pray
Hold
for
her hand.
yourself. Like, prayer is very powerful.
Yeah, it is. And you guys took the answers, all the good answers, so I'll just agree with you guys. Those are excellent answers.
And just, you know what, the best thing is distract yourself with things that keep you positive, things that put you in a good mood too. That's probably another good thing to do. Just try to find different things that distract you here or there when you're starting to feel the
Do you know what puts me in a good mood, Shane?
What's that?
This picture. The look on Shane's face is hilarious. Who gave you a dildo?
The guy that's always in a lot of my pictures, my 400-pound buddy Russell. Yeah, he thought that was gonna be a hilarious gag right there. You know what? I'm saying it's heavy duty. I'm thinking of actually keeping it in my car. Yeah. I was trying to stick it on my forehead. Like I'm a unicorn.
Now, like, say someone cuts you off, like everyone's like yelling and screaming in traffic. You just hold this thing up and go like this.
Yeah. No, seriously, who's gonna mess with a man that's holding a rubber man? Like, some guy
just blow him a kiss, and he'll be like, "What the hell is going on?"
So even if a guy tries to pull beside you on the side of the road to get out, though, and then he's like, either got a knife or you're just looking at fist. Who's gonna mess with a man that's got a dildo in his head? Like, seriously, it'd be like, that guy's mental. He's mental.
Yeah.
We're about to reclassify Florida man to Vancouver man.
Yeah. Now let's get back into the news here.
Yes. Next up, Powerhouse Hobbs has finally returned from injury. Showed up this week on Dynamite, and that man looks more jacked than ever.
What I find funny is the out of shape white guys that wear that shirt black
and jacked. Yeah.
It's like, no, you are not, and you're not jacked. You're not black, you're not jacked.
I wonder if those guys wear those shirts actually in public, or if it's literally they only wear at wrestling events and then hanging out on the Sunday afternoon at
Some
home.
shirts are not they don't work. Like,
no.
I remember Jade Cargill wanted that bitch shirt. You're like, who's gonna wear that?
A long time ago, WWE released a shirt, Last Kicker, for Becky Lynch. But all of a sudden, it's like that's almost like indication of domestic violence in Ireland. It's like, oh, that big.
What else we got, Joe?
I don't know if we touched on this on another podcast, but Malachi Black had to go public after Dynamite, saying he's not retiring, he's not injured, he's not leaving AEW. He's kind of tired of this narrative that everyone always does after like every match that he has. So guys, unless you hear it from him himself, just enjoy his wrestling matches and let the man have his piece.
So much for the credibility of Fightful, right?
Oh yeah, they said it 100 times now. Like literally, it must have been the third or fourth time they tried to say it was a matter of fact over the last 2 years. It's getting very annoying with them. And yeah, I can see why I'd be pissed off in this case too, because then it really puts him in a bad place with the company sometimes when he's trying to work his way to keep building House of Black and then also even maybe get himself an eventual singles title picture. When people keep spreading this stuff, or it just makes it look like, well, what's the use of putting the effort in this guy if he's going to jump ship?
The other thing that I wanted to talk about really quickly is Jake Roberts on the Snake Pit. He was telling a story about how Andre the Giant used to rib him by sitting on him and farting for 30 seconds. He goes, oh yeah, he'd sit on me and fart at me and things like that. You know, it was just amazing how long a giant can fart. He dropped like 30-second bombs on my ass.
Oh. And the worst thing is, he wasn't able to wipe properly and stuff to begin with. It was also been talked of. Jake brought it up another time. Andre rarely washed his singlet because one, it's really hard to find a laundromat to been able to wash his size one. So his stuff always stunk from what I remember Jake Roberts saying years ago. So that's worse than Rikishi.
Yes. What else we got, Joe?
I don't have anything else, but I do want to talk. I think we should talk about that Julia Hart vignette from Saturday night. That was such a well done vignette. And I don't remember ever really seeing a vignette like they literally killed her on national television.
What I loved about it is like she was like this. She came across like a 16-year-old cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure of herself, and just like, and then this dark figure shoots the arrow and lands right in her. So we're getting a darker Julia Hart, it seems, and then she wakes up from the nightmare.
Yeah,
I honestly got to check this vignette out. It's funny too because the chick I was trying to pick up almost looked exactly like Julia Hart last night.
Now I seen the picture. You said she was wearing jogging pants.
Yeah,
she's wearing. I don't think she was quite on the level of a Julia Hart.
Well, I don't mean like the goth side, but I mean like.
No, I'm saying she's a lower version of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I used to have a big crush on this girl at Starbucks. It was my barista, and she looked like a Reese Witherspoon. Like she was.
Oh yeah, I have a crush on that.
Yeah, yeah. The video for Sky Blue, not Sky Blue,
Julia Hart.
Julia Hart could we be seeing like maybe a dual character, or is it just the death? Because she was dead now. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where this goes. That's for sure.
But it could just be to hype up that Julia Hart's coming back.
I'm glad.
And maybe there's nothing different. It's just a hype video.
It's possible.
But yeah, that was probably the best trailer for a wrestler coming back ever in AEW.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%.
I guess that's it for the news.
Yes, that is it.
All right. That means it's time for the big effing wheel.
Round and round.
Yeah. And I guess we will play the main event outro. Where we go. There we go. The main event.
This is the main event of the evening.
Are you prepared for the craziness of this wheel, Shane?
We'll see what my hurting ass will be able to endure. Let's go.
Like, there's things in this wheel that could make you throw up.
My bathroom's about 5 feet away.
Oh yeah, that's good. All right, here we go.
Get that first spin underway.
Get that first.
This would be the first thing we do.
Bat.
He literally messaged me a few minutes. Do you got ketchup? So should I go get my bottle of ketchup or packets? Or are we indulging?
Get it ready. We got our spoon here.
Okay, I'll be back.
We'll wait for Shane before we down our ketchup.
Got mine right here.
All right. Oh, this smells horrible.
Make sure you mix it up so you get all that vinegar, because you don't have all vinegar at the top.
Oh yeah, that's the problem when you put it for your fries and all this vinegar comes out.
This would be the first thing that the wheel hits on.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing right away. So spoonful.
Right. Yeah, yep. Or you can just down it.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No.
Well, at least they had Canadian-made Frenches.
Hey, look at this!
Nice. I'm gonna
get a knockoff cheap Aldi brand.
Hey, that's my thing. If you can get ketchup that's cheaper, ketchup is ketchup.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I had a roommate that we go halfers on stuff, and he'd be like, "I don't want this knockoff ketchup." I'm like, "It's ketchup." And sometimes I'd sneak in the. I'd be like, "Fine, I'll just keep the bottle and pour in the shitty ketchup." What do you got for drink there?
Body Armor. Strawberry grape. This is actually a really tasty version of Body Armor if you like those type of drinks.
All right, let's see what we got.
No, I'm good right now. Thanks, buddy.
For the second spin. Now this is yours that I asked you last night, so how fitting, right?
What the hell's going on? So everything we literally discussed go 1-2.
Yeah.
Should I go first?
Yeah,
sure,
you
go
guys
ahead.
go ahead first.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, the lengthwise, how long it would go. Like, right now, especially hiding the belt in the briefcase, I can't see that lasting for that long to hide your main trophy of the company off television and all that for a very long time. So I'm thinking it's only gonna be a couple months title reign.
I don't think they're going to hide that title for long. I think there's going to be a Mox custom title that they're going to reveal at Full Gear, because you got to have the title for your big title match against Orange Cassidy. You got to hold up the title loud and proud, right?
Yeah,
And I think it'll be a custom title.
It's got it. I think it would be a major letdown to run this angle and he only be a champ for like a month or two. I think he has to hold the belt till at least Revolution.
Revolution would be
late February, early March, I think.
You know what? I'd say that's actually probably fair. Yeah, at least, I'd probably say 4 to 5 months minimum, probably. Then you're right there. Yeah, 2 months would make this all go down the shitter.
I think it could be longer than that. What's after Revolution?
Then after Revolution, you have what they call a dynasty last year. I can't imagine them calling it dynasty this year with having Wrestle Dynasty in January, and then Double or Nothing. So I could see them going to Double or Nothing.
He holds his title to Double or Nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I could see that.
I think it's going to be a while before, it's like Orange Cassidy's getting a title shot, but you don't want to be the first guy to step.
The thing that worries me then now, who do you start putting them into these pictures? Like now, because you're putting all your champions. Well, I don't want to see Swerve lose go against him and then lose. I don't want to see MJF go against him and lose. Like they only got so many champions too, or so many guys in the main event picture that they could put up there too, right?
This is what I think is going to happen. I think you're going to have like Orange Cassidy, a Darby, and then what you could do is you could then have Moxka run through a lot of the younger guys, and then you can have Orange Cassidy, who apparently seems to be AEW's really high on. You could have him be the one that says, be it like, I'll put my career on the line, I'll do this, something major that says, I need one more shot at Mox. You could have Orange Cassidy beat every other member of the Death Riders, and then you could have him say, I want my shot at Double or Nothing, last time ever, and that's where if that's throughout the, or they could do it with whoever. They could do it with Darby. They could do it with, it's really the only two I could think of.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Who would be the one that beats Roman?
I think it's gonna be Kenny Omega. He comes back and he starts chasing after that belt, and he's the one that takes it.
And the one saving Captain AEW too, to save the company with Tony.
Personally, I think it's going to be Kenny coming back with the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to turn face.
That's possible too. I actually also, not only that, I see Okada sticking with them, but I see Jack Perry maybe possibly going to the Death Riders, especially that like custom title is pretty grungy, right? So
let's see what we got here. Just going to read a comment. Last comment. What company got you hooked on Wrestling Canada Dry and Shane? Not Joe. Not Joe. Well, old school WWF was when I got hooked.
It would have to be WWF for me because I never got a chance to go to live local indie events or whatever or any of that as a kid. So it was definitely main event, Saturday main events or whatever, and some of the other WWE pre-Raw too. Man,
we don't want to know your opinion. Sorry, Joe.
Whatever.
The feud between Joe and
there ain't no feud.
The third spin? Was this the third spin?
That would require me to care about Rennie to have a feud.
Oh, boom. All right, the fourth spin. This is the fourth spin, right?
Yes.
Yes. most underrated ever. I'll go first. I think the most underrated ever is Owen Hart.
Yeah, that's fair. Not getting a world title shot, I'd say that's a pretty fair one.
What do you think, Joe?
Someone who I think is underrated.
Like
It's
ever.
Shelton. Ever. Honestly, I think it's Shelton Benjamin, because I think he
Yeah.
was a product. He was a product of the situation that was WWE, and we
Yeah.
all know how
Yeah.
Vince
That's
felt.
a
about
fine choice too. That's a fine choice too.
Circular.
Shane?
Mine Storm. And WCW was probably due, but once he got to WWE, they completely devalued him. Especially some of the gimmicks like Un-American and stuff like that. And then they gave him that stupid dancing gimmick at one point. Like they really underutilized him and didn't see his value worth as a true professional wrestler. Probably because he wasn't one of the boys, or the WWE system boys or whatever. So
I'm going to give an honorable mention to the Hurricane Shane Helms.
yeah, that's a good one too.
Let's spin the wheel again. Let's see what we got. Now, this one is something that Joe came up with, so
This
I'll
is
let
my
him go
topic.
first.
So the question is, if the Acclaim were to break up, who would be the bigger breakout star, Anthony Bowens or Max Caster? And for me, it hands down, it's Anthony Bowens. I think he's the better wrestler. He's just as good, if not better, on the mic. He has the charisma. He has the look. I just personally think Anthony Bowens could be the breakout star. Now, I'm not saying Max will be bad, because if the story they're going with is Max joining the Hurt business, I think that would be good for him.
Syndicate?
Yeah, sorry, Hurt Syndicate. But I definitely think that Anthony could be the one to break down, to go through most of and go on a major singles run.
What do you think, Shane?
Is it because the wheel didn't even actually pop up on my screen that time? But so was the question?
This is the Acclaimed when they break up.
Okay, that's
Bowens or Caster? Who's going to be the bigger star?
Bowens, hands down. He's the better wrestler. Yeah, Caster's more the mouthpiece on the mic, but Bowens has got the better professional wrestling look compared to Caster. My honest opinion.
In your humble opinion?
I almost busted out. In my humble opinion.
I don't like Max Caster.
No.
But I think if he gets with the Hurt Syndicate, he's got an advantage. Like he's getting all those prime spots with the Hurt Syndicate. And what does Bowens get? Like, unless they join him up with a conglomeration, I don't know.
It could be the swerve, though, where Bowens ends up on the Hurt Syndicate, but it makes it look like Caster had the original interest.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. But I think just because of the initial start, not that I want it to happen, but I think it's going to be Max Caster just because he's set up easier.
Yeah, that's true.
And we got the sixth spin, I think. Is it six?
Something like that, yep.
Hey, I need to know, or I'm going to push the wrong button. Pets in the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, we've had many different animals that were part of the WWF, WWE. Frankie,
Wolf.
Matilda, Damien.
I'll say the first animal that should go into the WWE Hall of Fame is Damien, because he played such an integral part in the psychology and the storytelling for Jake the Snake.
Yeah, especially with the Randy Savage.
Frankie, just because of his tragic end.
I don't. What Frankie is that the?
That's the bird of Coco Beware.
Oh, I could care less if he made it to the Hall of Fame. I'll be honest with you.
Do you know the story of how Frankie died?
I feel like
No.
you've told me this story before. I don't.
I've never heard it.
He died in a house fire
Oh,
at Coco Beware's house.
shitty.
Coco wasn't able to save him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, that sucks.
But do you
I'd say
think? I'll start with Shane. Shane, do you think the pets should be in the? If they play a role, do you think pets should be in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Sure, why not? We got managers, and weren't they going to do referees soon or something like that? Or have they already?
If Pete Rose is in the WWE Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
if Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame,
Drew Carey, isn't he in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yep.
some of these celebrities that are in the Hall of WWE, it makes a mockery of the Hall of Fame, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, literally, Drew Carey had 20 seconds in the WWE, and that's about it.
Kane pile drived Pete Rose a couple times.
That was awesome when he showed up in the chicken costume that one time. And that was my favorite one.
So yeah, I think pets, if they're a vital part of the show, why the heck not immortalize them?
But they really haven't brought pets in a long time. The last pet I could remember was Al Snow and the Chihuahua. That's a long time ago too. That's 15, 20 years ago in its own, at least.
Well, that's gonna get Cody's dog in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, actually, I forgot all about that. Pharaoh.
Or the Jared goat.
I'd be into it. I'd say yes. I'd be okay with that.
Joe, your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, if they played a part in the story of wrestling, they absolutely should.
All right, we got the 7th spin here. This WWID thing is pretty controversial with wrestling fans. Joe, what do you think?
It's too new. I don't think we know all of what it entails and how it's going to be operating. But I will say I am shocked because I thought for sure this would be for younger people. But I've seen people in this program that have been wrestling for 8-9 years, which to me seems kind of counterproductive to what this system was designed to do. Because in the initial release, it was to help young people, to mold them, to teach them the correct way to do things.
The correct way.
Yeah, I hate that saying. But to sit there and try and take someone who's been wrestling for 8 years, who's already stuck in their ways, doesn't seem like it's what the WWE had in mind for this. At least that's what I thought.
Shane, your thoughts?
Yeah, I haven't actually really checked too much in the fine details yet. I don't know how this this almost felt like they were trying to do a territorial thing in ways, but I don't. It'll be interesting to see. Joe, I kind of like what Joe said. To go after guys that are a little bit older, it does seem a little bit odd to me. If it's supposed to be a whole development system, but maybe they might see guys that were indie darlings that still have a shelf life in the 30s. Hey, look at Motor City Machine Guns. What? They're 40 right now, aren't they?
Somewhere around there.
Roman thinks he should be in the Hall of Fame. Damien, yes, Damien should be. Thank you for watching, Charles Offer. I haven't seen this guy before.
Nice to see new names. Unless it's somebody we know of a different profile.
And Tiffany says she saw some of the people in their 20s.
I'm not so much worried about their age because, like you said, the Motor City Machine Guns are in their 40s in wrestling. I'm talking about people who have years of wrestling and tendencies already under their belt of how they want to do it. That to me is the big difference.
Now, could it be just simply a way to stop AEW from getting all the indie talent.
100%.
Because if you're putting all these WWE ID tags on all these different things, they have to. Do they have to ask permission?
I think that's how I heard.
Basically, from what I'm understanding is if you have this WWE ID tag, you're allowed to talk to other companies, but WWE has right of first refusal.
Yeah, but let's say AEW wants to use you as a jobber.
I saw that. As of right now, they're allowed to do like extra work for AEW.
Yeah, because to me, that's counterproductive to not let them do that. Because like, why wouldn't you want your WWE ID guy to be on
Competitor TV?
I mean, honestly, to me, it feels like this WWE ID program is their new like NXT Europe.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
Do you think the NXT Europe is not going to be done?
I don't think it's going to be done.
Do you think they've thrown it out the window?
I think TKO said this is a stupid idea. Let's move on. And I think that's why we have this ID program.
All right.
You know what? I think though it's very similar to the UFC and how they conduct business. When they got ties now to a lot of lower level indie fighting scenes, you could kind of say, and they've got kind of guys on a development deal sort of deal too. And then if they want to go to the other company, I think it's Strikeforce is the other. I can't even remember right now or whatever. They have to talk to UFC first too.
Okay, I think we're on our 8th spin here. Am I right?
Sure, that sounds about right.
You guys don't know. Let's see. So the next topic is don't try this. Now, this is what move have you tried? And which is one that you've done frequently?
I'll go first on this. You all have seen my son on the show. Yep. I sat there like getting him up. I've done like FUs to him. I've done choke slams. I've power bombed him very safely, of course. Like on his bed, we're playing around. But like that said, like me and my friends, we used to have like a little backyard wrestling. Even though my parents, dad was like, "Don't do it." I was like, "Okay, whatever." Went and did it anyway. The worst move I ever took, and I will never do this again, is my friend hit the snowplow on me. But my head went between the mattresses and landed on rock hard ground.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that hurt.
Shane?
I've been powerbomb. I powerbombed my sister back in the day.
Yeah, my sister too. I didn't even bring that up. She's 3 years younger than me, so
that same age as she's 3 years younger than me. Sharpshooters. I'm taking a sharpshooter sucks. It actually hurts almost more than actually taking like a slam or a power bomb and stuff, especially when somebody starts cranking the legs back and your back starts bending. Oh God, I'll never take one of those again. No thanks.
Now I've probably done the sharpshooter the most. It's just fun to do. Like my nephews and my nieces,
there
sharpshooter. There was this girl that was interested in me. I put her in the sharpshooter.
Like, that didn't go well, did it?
No, she's still interested in me. She's like tapping. She's like, okay, I got it.
Oh, okay, nice.
But there was in junior high. There was this game. It was called, I guess it's called Lift Up Tag or something like that. And you're one person's in the middle, and they're trying to, I guess, lift up or just capture someone or something like that. I forget what it was. But I ended up doing a DDT on him.
Ooh.
And I was so shocked that he got away. because I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Okay," but it looked bad. But yeah, I think that was the 9th, right?
Yes.
Let's see if it was the 9th. No, it wasn't. So it's a cut a promo. Who's gonna cut a promo first?
Is Tiffany still in the chat?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So,
Listen up here, you midget.
she's cutting a promo on you first. Don't try drinking and going up embarrassing dancing.
Oh, listen up here, short stuff. You better get a microphone going because otherwise I'm gonna step on you by accident just because I can't see you, damn little short stuff, little Smurf. Rich and the Ruthless are the biggest jabronis I've ever seen in my life. They all smell like dirty, musted, rotten mayonnaise that's been sitting in the rotten sun for the last 5 weeks. Their locker room is just terrible. They're all terrible human beings. They all smell. They're all disgusting.
All right. I have for AFW League, I have a match with Commissioner Joe.
Oh,
Full gear. So I'm gonna cut a promo of him as
yeah.
Todd McNasty. Get my Todd McNasty hair going here. It's me, Todd McNasty. How you doing, Commissioner Joe? You like betraying your friends? You like stabbing people in the back and selling out everything you believe in for a little bit of cash? Well, here's what's going to happen. Full gear, you're going to get Todd McNasty, rage in a cage, and I promise you, there will be blood. There you go, Commissioner Joe.
Okay. Look here, Todd McNasty. You say I sold out. Well, I look at it as buying in. With my new crew, I'm undefeated. I haven't lost a match. And I hate to tell you, come Rage in the Cage in 2 weeks, I ain't losing again. Because it's time for you to realize it's out with the old and in with the ruthless. I'll see you there.
Well, that's right. Canada Dry's back.
And scene.
Yes, end scene. So Canada Dry wears the hat. Todd McNasty doesn't. That's how we'll tell the difference between the two. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. We got our 10th spin here. So
Kind of did this last spin.
Yeah, it was a nice little segue to talk about AFW League. Now, what is it that you like about AFW League, Joe?
Well, for one, friends, you guys, I never would have met you two if it wasn't for AFW League. Like, and it's just fun. Like, I consider Canada Dry a close friend, and we literally just got a promo on each other, saying how we're going to destroy each other in 2 weeks. It's fun. It allows for expression of creativity.
Yeah.
And like Shane, like I know he doesn't mean the words he says, even though he called me smelly and nasty. You son of a bitch.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like I said, like
still short.
Like there's not many places where wrestling fans are accepted like we accept wrestling fans here, because usually it's very tribalistic, but that's not the case here. We have people who love WWE more than AEW, people who love TNA more than both, which kind of boggles my mind, but hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You got people watching the stuff from Japan and Europe all the time too, and
And on top of that, I'm the commissioner of AFW, which means I make the matches. So I get to have fun doing that as well.
Yep. Shane, what do you think about AFW? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
Even though I'm like been temporarily stoppage, but that temporarily stoppage is open for a return. It's been one fun thing to do if you really do like fantasy leagues. And especially with the group having the private chat and stuff for that, to be able to just funly shit on each other in a funny, comical way without being mean. Never that actual mean, or people know that we're not being serious when we make a comment. Except Tiffany still is short. Okay, I'm sorry, Tiff. I love you. I love.
I called Tiffany a slut last night. You got to say kidding right after. You're going to say something. You got to have an understanding. Not everyone can get away with saying certain things to people because you got to kind of know if that's going to go over well. Some people, it's not going to go over well, so you got to be careful.
Exactly. But, there's certain people you got to feel. Yeah.
Yeah. But so for me, it's definitely the community.
It's also too. It's a give and take. So they like, I will take whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely for me. It's the community.
Yeah. So no, that's the thing too. It's like what.
So you interrupt me to say nothing. I'm like, yeah.
No, I thought I was caught. I thought I was just gonna let you go. No. What I was gonna say though is, the whole give and take. Just whoever you give it to, you expect to get it back, and that makes it fun. And just the characters. The characters have been developed over the time, especially Rich. Rich and his promos are ridiculously awesome. I got to give him credit there as much as he's the enemy.
The nice thing is that AFW League and the AFW Network and AFW Community, they're all kind of like merged together in some way. So it's kind of neat to just have a one sort of universe that's kind of linked. They're all linked together.
You could say we're a conglomeration.
Yes. Tiffany Trim says, I like the league for friends, laughs. And I get to play, opportunity to play tuna. It's fun. She likes to play with tuna. I don't know.
Tuna, not tuna.
Oh, it's not tuna. I thought she was like, because that's why that was explaining
that's what the
fishy smell that she has. But it's Luna, not tuna. And Tiffany says she doesn't get offended by much, even though she smells like tuna. Let's spin the wheel again. I think we're on.
Dude, you almost made me choke on my water.
Are we on the 10th spin?
We just did 10.
AFW League, we just did that one.
Now, I know it says AFW Network, but this is more about the blood. How often should blood appear in wrestling?
It does, like, I don't care personally. Cody bleeds so much, I'm immune to it. So, like, I don't get offended when I see someone bleeding because you're supposed to be simulating a combat sport, and blood is typical in a combat sport. So,
well, I don't mind it. I'm not offended by it, but when you do it so often, it's the law of diminishing returns. So I would prefer it be saved for big matches and pay-per-views. Save it for those big moments. I think I had to kick Shane and bring him back. He'll be back. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the blood in wrestling. You gotta use it like it's special. And to me, just like a lot of these flips and dives and everything, you're overusing them and you're making them not as valuable. Do you think we should wait for Shane, or should we go for the last spin?
Now let's go to the last one, and he can.
Oh, we got a couple. Yeah, we got a couple more. Yeah, we can always get his thoughts on it on the next spin.
Yeah.
So this one is Amazon Prime. You're wondering what the heck is it? And it's simply it's Amazon Prime.
I laugh every time I see this. It's great.
We spun the wheel, Shane, and it came up with Amazon Prime.
Right. Nice.
Now we
Something
didn't
went
get your
crappy with
thoughts.
my connection.
We didn't get your thoughts on blood in wrestling. How often should it appear? Charles said once a year.
Mox was overdoing it, in my opinion, for a while, like almost bleeding every match for no reason. But when it just depends on the match. If the steel cage match, ladder matches, those type of matches, that's where it's like, yeah, I welcome blood. But if it's just a random one-on-one match, no, I don't really care for it that much, unless it's like one of those almost hour-long back-and-forth matches and the guy gets busted open the hard way or something like that. That's where I could appreciate the blood and stuff of that. But yeah, for a while, like Cody was getting cut too much and Mox was getting cut too much, and that kind of just gets a little bit old after a while.
I don't think Moxley could. Honestly, I don't think Moxley could stop it. I think he's just bladed so much in his like CZW days. I think he just has scar tissue that just busts easily. And he's going again.
We'll see if he can bring him back for the last. We'll just kick him from studio. All right, let's see what the last one is. The first U.S. Women's Champion. Who should it be?
I thought about this, and I think it would be cool if they made one of the like mid card ladies first. I don't want it to go to like one of the already stars, so I would throw my name in for Mia Yim to be the first U.S. Women's Champion. I think that would be pretty cool.
So we spun the wheel and came on the first Women's Champion. Who do you think it should
be?
For
the U.S.?
Yes.
He said Meechin.
I got a wild card. Tiffany Stratton while holding the briefcase.
That's not bad. I did think of Tiffany Stratton. But I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to go with Natty Neihart.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since she had a belt, and she's a solid performer that
she could do it.
Yeah.
I want to throw one more name out there that I think everyone would love and get behind. Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green would be bad. Chelsea Green would be bad.
She's a sweetheart. I've met her multiple times. She's been a sweetheart each and every time I've had interactions with her over the years.
Mainly just because I want to see Matt Cardona take a replica of that title to an indie show again.
They'd be like, stop letting your husband use the title.
No, it turned out it was a replica. It wasn't the actual title. So
yeah, so you spent money on this thing. So that's our big effing wheel. Thank you so much to Shane for filling in.
Thanks for
JP was sick and you stepped up. That's why you're the closer, man.
I wasn't feeling too shit on this. I was almost going to say no earlier, so appreciate it, boys.
Gypsy also like Candace.
Yeah, there's a lot of good choices to have be the first U.S. Women's Champion.
So that being said, check out. It's the big effing wheel, so we can't let this show go on without endorsing the Big Effing Wheel T-shirt. Yes, we're all wearing our effing shirts. Joe's got this one on, the blue version. Where's the Big Effing Wheel? This is the one that Shane's wearing. And there we are. We have the Big Effing Wheel, which is a lot like DC Comics, but it's not. It's just the Big Effing Wheel. It's nothing to do with DC.
It's an homage. So
Poker
Yes.
chip. It's a poker chip.
Yes, it's just a poker chip. That's all it is. Just spin it and win it. There we go. So you can find those at Pro Wrestling Tees /Evan Wrestling. Check it out if you want to support us. And if you're watching today and you want to become a member, support the channel, there's different things you can do monthly. $4.99 gets you the Sidekick package. And we have a few people that are supporting us. So join that club, and and you get preferential treatment if you're subscribing to that Sidekick thing. If you're commenting, we're automatically showing your stuff no matter what. You can say whatever you want, and we're going to show it. Like you can call a Shane a drunken idiot, and we got to show it, right? So
Thanks, Tim.
Tiff isn't getting to show that because she's not subscribing.
Yeah.
So you get to say it, or you don't get to show it. So the other thing is you can go to our Adrian Adonis. We run his shop at Pro Wrestling Tees, and you can head on over to where we got it. Pro Wrestling Tees /Adrian Adonis. We can get all your Adrian Adonis gear. Pro Wrestling Tees /Adrian Adonis. Other than that, all the links are below, and you can check them all out. It leads us to our Facebook page, our X page, Instagram. We have Threads, so if you want to follow us on Threads, it's all F and Wrestling at Threads. So you can head out all our links and check it out. And with that being said, I'm Ken F and Dry. This is Showtime Shane. Commissioner Joe, can you lead us out with the Just Keep Fighting speech?
okay, guys, listen up. I know we've been joking and laughing and having a lot of fun today, but as you can tell, where I live, it gets dark at like 5 o'clock. So that seasonal depression is a real thing, and it sucks. But as we've said countless times before, it's okay to get down. It's not okay to stay down. So reach out to someone, a loved one, someone you trust. Reach out to one of us. Come talk to our group. We have a community of people who are more than willing to talk to you, to listen to you. I've said it before. I'm sure there's someone in your life who would rather listen to you than have to speak at your funeral. So do what you do best. Pick yourself up. Dust yourself off. And as our fearless leader, Canada Dry, says, put the devil in a sharpshooter, raise your fists, and just keep fighting.